because we have some of the best in the business.
Just too sick with it.
You cannot underestimate Florida, but speaking of Florida, we got Goblin coming up.
Yes, we do. Moist Goblin himself up against Louis Money in this top 64 winner side bracket.
Yep, getting straight into it here. Roy versus Palutena. This is notoriously a terrible matchup for Palu. If you talk to any Palu mains, they'll tell you this matchup stinks. But you know what? Louis Money's got the tools to deal with this Roy. We'll see if he can do it against one of Florida's best.
Yeah, you're trying to play that spacing game against a character who just outspeeds you, out-frame datas you. And yes, you have tools like those dish joints. You've got the invincible back air, the classic that we see coming out right here. But it's very easy to get overrun.
Yeah, call him Pokemon because it's sword and shield right now. But there's the jab, looking for a side B after the fact, but Goblin couldn't connect it. Nice little teleport cancel in the back air there for Louis Money. Weak hits here and there, but not leading into much. It's kind of back and forth here, Lentini. No strong combos or connections happening in this current moment.
Both of them are trying to play very safe right now, and for good reason. You're early in the set. You're trying to get a read on your opponent. So we're seeing lots of cross-up aerials, lots of fade-back aerials. So even when you do get that clip, like you mentioned, you can't get the big confirms. In a situation like that, finally getting a back air off, it doesn't matter because you're on the other side of the screen.
Great back air there from Goblin, though, and finding that first stock of the set is a great momentum swing. Good up tilt as well for 15%. Just trying to rack up some extra percentage here. We see Goblin dash standing in the center, get a little weak hit in air into a weak hit down tilt. That's damage, though.
It is damage. It adds up, and now we see just the attempt to get out of the corner with a mix-up, but great read from Goblin to dash in, keeping Louis in the corner, runs in with the shield, gets another grab, and finally you think he's going to land, but my man just keeps swinging.
Yeah, that is the name of the game in this matchup especially. Just keep swinging. But there's the backer once again, and here it comes. Nice connection there from Goblin, 116%. Not too bad, 3 stocks to 1.
Both of these first 2 stocks have come out with those strong back airs in the corner. Finally, Louis Money getting a back air of his own, but down an entire stock here. Gonna have to find some adaptations in this neutral.
Yeah, we're gonna need something here. Goblin waiting for the reaction. Unfortunately, can't get the forward out in time. Does find some damage, but Louis Money returning back with a forward air into the dash attack. Once again, it's just this back and forth game, but Louis Money with a great read on the tech chase. That should be a punish. The down air from Louis Money. Fastest out of shield option for Palu, I think.
It was a great reaction as well because he only did the side B 1-2 and then stopped. So good awareness from Louis Money and a read that he wasn't going to finish it out because sometimes people do a delay there.
Exactly. Shield chicken here. Goblin swinging out with the up air. Finding something. Looking for a down tilt, maybe a tech chase in this situation. 62%. You could die very easily from a tech chase from Roy. But now Louis Money's turned to put some hands on Goblin, but Goblin comes right back, forward throw, but can't find much more off of it, back to neutral.
It's such a game of control of stage here. You see Goblin fading in, fading out, not giving up that corner. The back air barely missing that sweet spot. Goes for another one at the ledge, but not able to get it as the dash attacks breaks up the neutral.
Yeah, and you see Goblin throwing out those hitboxes in situations where he knows Louis Money will be quite, just barely missing the timing on the F tilt and the back air, but still at kill percent here. Goblin just needs one solid hit as Roy and can find the stock, but Louis Money's bringing this back slowly but surely.
Yeah, these dash attacks aren't going to do it though, right? Goblin, he's going to hold that center stage. Again, those dash backs, he's playing so safe right now. That up tilt, speaking of safe, that move is not, but the shield break, a bit of an overextension on the defense there. Louis Money gets that punish. Goblin on his last stock, but it's going to be tough.
Now, how often have you seen Palutena get a shield break? Usually you would expect Roy in this matchup to get one, but Goblin still at the advantage here, but Louis Money getting an advantage state of his own. The drag down up air after the fact. Louis Money is starting to heat up a little bit here, Lentini.
He is, and even if he doesn't pull this back, it means a lot for game number 2, right?
So close. You saw him jabbing the shield of Louis Money, the tomahawk jab to pressure. You see Goblin shifting around, trying to bait out something.
Oh, no.
That's a big punish. Oh, never mind.
The whiff.
But it's the bad hitbox. No, that grab. What the?
He messed up the pivot on the grab.
Absolute spaghetti there.
It's so easy to do that too. Louis Money in such a stressful scenario, and you're trying not to buffer the turnaround there because you want to, do the turnaround grab animation, which gives you a really weird timing on your drop.
I mean, that was such a ridiculous final sequence there. The jab got the wrong hitbox, the correct DI from Louis Money, so the back air can't come out. Then he goes to jab again, gets the weak hitbox, sets up into a tech chase, and luckily Goblin was ready for it and reacted with a dash attack. But crazy sequence there, because Louis Money could have died like 3 separate times, but only died because Goblin had the reaction to do so.
But now we're running it back to the same stage. PS2, Louis Money had a lot of answers by the time we got to that last stock. Here's where we get to see the implementation. Can Goblin continue to pile on the pressure like we saw before, or is his time running out?
Yeah, we will see. So far, Goblin once again starting with a small lead here. I like that grab. We'll take the damage, reset the situation, the ledge trap. This is where Roy can find lots of kills, but Louis Money jumps right out.
Holding that center stage. We're seeing the same thing again. Both of them, they're fighting over that Pokeball. The cross up there, look, it doesn't get the hit, but it gives you control, forces Goblin to fight back.
Goblin trying to fight his way out of the corner now, trying to get control, but the run-up rapid jab from Louis Money, just throwing out that hitbox. That nair shouldn't be enough just yet. Goblin has his jump still and saves it for the very last second, even angles the up B just to ensure his recovery makes it back to stage.
I like that up B down as well from Louis Money. He's trying to fake out, gets the throw, not going to kill, but it puts you in an awkward spot. No runoff nair, a little bit too slow.
Yeah, you see these early up Bs here from Goblin just to make sure he can come back. And the patience from Goblin there as well, expecting Louis Money to pick an option, waiting, trying to find a strong connection, but Louis Money still being as evasive as ever, not letting Goblin get a strong hit.
And in these scrambles, I'm betting that shield break is still in the back of Goblin's mind. He got hit by a full up tilt on shield in the last game, and even though he got a punish off of it, it ended up costing him the stock because he had no shield to work with afterwards. But speaking of stocks, Goblin once again the first on the board.
Yeah, first on the board, but so far Louis Money looking to put one of his own on the board. Goblin fading past. That down tilt's not going to send at the right angle. These early up Bs from Goblin, even in that situation, I feel like maybe not the best, but still makes his way back to stage, comboing the up B into the nair, gets the parry, and not much more, just some stage control.
Yeah, overall, Goblin's mixing up those recoveries very well. I think that's been a key factor because in this matchup, if you're just throwing out basic Roy recoveries, you will die pretty much every time.
Yep, it's very true. Palutena can cover with the counter as well as the nair, but because Goblin is utilizing that blazer early, like you said, he can avoid some of those kill setups that Louis Money has.
Interesting grab release there from Louis Money. Not going for the back throw, probably because it was not going to kill, but he is able to set up here, closing it out, and only 42% take.
Not too shabby. Here comes an air from Goblin, setting up to the edge trap situation. It'll be a down throw into the up air. We'll just take that bread and butter damage. Doesn't go for the tech chase setup. Weak hits here, keeping Louis Money up in the air, but finally, nope, just kidding, gets a grab. The advantage state continuing for Goblin until then.
And now we're in that misses nair territory, right? You've got to take that tax at some point in the stock right at the beginning. Discount lightning kick, not going to do too much there. Can't hold that center stage as Goblin using his superior speed. This is why we were talking about the difficulty of the matchup for Palu.
Yeah, it's so hard to control that center stage against Roy.
Oh,
against
the
timing! Two-frame with the neutral B. That's a classic here. One up air from Louis Money, but he can't get a solid punish, not at this percentage that Goblin is currently at.
Falling up air attempts from Goblin are not going to go check because they're so safe. Louis Money zoning a little bit. He's adding pressure, but Goblin's finding ways through regardless.
Yeah, that was a clean double-edged dance. The drop-down double-edged dance multi-hit baits you into dropping your shield. Tries to get a grab, but Louis Money fading away. The forward air at ledge. Catching some more damage here is Goblin. Louis Money says, get off of me with the nair. Gets a grab, but can't find the back air. It's just the connections, the combos aren't working for Louis Money at these percentages. Maybe the rage is coming into effect. Maybe the percentage the Goblin's at. Tech chase.
Okay, reset the neutral. Back air comes out from Louis Money. Down tilt a little bit too early, and great spacing as well from Goblin on the up special. But rinse and repeat. Another opportunity. Another double down tilt. Both of them missing, but the grab from Louis Money. Let's go for round 3.
Yeah, no edge guard coming out, though. There we go. Down tilt to that discount. Lightning kick, like you said, Lentini will find that stock. And once again, we're in a similar situation to game 1 where Goblin is up in plenty of percentage, but Louis Money can still bring this back.
Sometimes third time's the charm. It worked out very well on that edge guard, just racking up the percents until you can get the kill. And that's what we're going to have to do again if you're Louis Money. 126 on this stock. We saw what happened last time. He was bringing it back, wasn't able to quite clutch it out. Will it be any different? That's a bad air dodge.
He'll be all right. He makes it back to stage. Now the ledge trap, throwing out so many jabs. The get-up attack finally from Louis Money, waiting for that jab to stop. Onslaughting on that ledge there, and now Goblin once again with stage control, looking for this weak hit up air, trying to set up to confirm. The dash attack comes out from Louis Money. The up B's not going to be enough just yet.
My man DP in a neutral, I see you. That's the second time he's done that, and both of them have connected.
Yeah, it's crazy that the clock is at 2 minutes right now, and they've been scrapping so much. I feel like they've both been in close proximity this entire time. How is this game still going on right now?
I feel like a key factor is just how safe they're playing. They're getting somehow with characters like this, they're getting nickel and dime percents.
And the weak hits from Roy right now not paying out. When weak hit again, that surely would have spelled curtains. Getting an up throw range territory. Will that be it?
Maybe?
Yes, it will. That was actually bad DI.
Wow. Yeah. A little bit of schmicks there. You don't get hit by that up throw too often. Usually Roy's killing you before that.
Usually, but we saw so many weak hits coming out from Goblin, and he's just finally nickels and dimes him enough to get that up throw confirmed.
As he drinks that nebulously branded water. Delicious.
Speaking of which.
Delicious.
Take a sip myself.
Oh, Louis Money going in too.
And we all got
all right, yeah.
We all got
But I'm the odd man out here.
We have the
I just
Pepsi
have
cans.
about a normal flask here. I feel a little bit left out.
I don't know. I feel like you're too bougie for us.
Okay, yeah.
Your own water bottle and everything.
I brought a water bottle to the venue. How dare I?
Ridiculous. You came prepared. And let's see how prepared Louis Money and Goblin are for Game 3. Goblin looking primed and ready to take this 3-0, Lentini.
How do you feel about the decision from Louis Money to go to a smaller stage for this final game?
I mean, to be fair, they've both been in such close proximity regardless of what is going on the stage. I don't think this space is going to lead to much of a difference, honestly. It's just smaller PS2 if you really think about it.
I'm guessing that the idea here from Louis Money is, like, I'm just sick and tired of being dash backed on. I want it to be, like, a little bit more punishing for Goblin. We'll see if that actually has an effect. Like you said, it's not a huge difference. I agree with that. But still, it's those small optimizations.
Yeah, and I think if you go down 2-0 on PS2, you should certainly change
something.
it up a little bit, you know?
And that second game was, like, a more solid win from Goblin, I think. It was pretty close, but Palu doesn't have that big comeback factor.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing, you mentioned it earlier, is the fact that Roy has a large disjoint that can just deal with Palu. There was go jab to back air, but he's just winning out in neutral all the time.
I definitely think Goblin is playing a game where he's not necessarily trying to fight for everything to be a strong hit. He's playing that whiff punish, long spacing, the bubble theory game plan, where if I get a sour hit, it's okay because I'm more safe in exchange.
Yeah, and don't come into my bubble as well, because if you do, you're going to be swinging with these forward airs, these nairs, these jabs, all these strong hitboxes that Roy has. And even if he gets the weak hits, like you said, that's all right as long as the neutral is winning out.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good trade for Louis Money.
Did he air dodge?
I think he might have tried to air dodge in at the end. It's a weird scenario where you would have died anyway, but it looks like you killed yourself.
Yeah. It's always a classic, because when you're that far out, as Roy especially, you have to burn your jump, and most top players, especially like Louis Money, will come out there to meet you, and if your jump is gone, then you're gone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so tough. You have to pull something out. Not going to work there, and now we are back in this scramble. Both of them want that center stage in an even smaller area to fight for it. 106 on Louis. It's getting scary.
Yeah, but he's coming back with these nairs, looking for an up air. Can't find it. Goblin has to get off the ledge here and able to do so, but still stuck in the corner. Jashing up with that down tilt, and that was just the last frame of that counter. Doesn't have his jump and gives away the early uppie. There's a secure for Louis Money.
That was so good from Louis. Reading that instant uppie, hit him with a really safe side B, right? That's the benefit of that. If you lose the 50-50, you still get a ledge trap, and if you win, Roy dies.
Exactly. Definitely a gamble you want to take if you're Louis Money. Able to teleport right in front of his face, gets the dash attack. Here comes the nair. Just single hits here for Louis Money. You see the game plan from Louis Money now. Just take one hit and then get out.
Yeah, you have to be so cautious. That run-up shield as well, showing how scared Louis is. As soon as you throw out a back air, it gets parried, and suddenly you're in the corner, waits too long on the ledge, and the untechable, beautiful stuff from Goblin.
That was so tricky from Goblin as well, because most of the time you expect the jab to get you off a ledge. You expect the down tilt, maybe a down air. He just runs off super quick and finds that strong hit back air. I love that mix from Goblin.
But Louis has the advantage this time around. Hit him with those Angel's Wings. 110 on Goblin, swinging out of the corner, showing out the nairs, the fairs, everything gets grabbed. Back in the corner you go.
Yeah, now it's Louis Money's turn to have the advantage here. Has the percent lead for the moment. Goblin still looking for something. Gets a grab, gets an up air, maybe a second. It's the weak hit though, so can't find much more damage, but we'll take some of that damage we got.
Yeah, we take what we can here, get that nice little forward air confirmed, send into the corner. We are in the ledge trap zone. However, Goblin, he's scared to fight too hard. He actually dashed back to center stage, and he might pay for it.
You have to be careful. Looking for the ledge trump. Doesn't get it though. Finds the rising nair, catching Louis Money jumping a little bit. That's a great grab. Should be, oh, never mind. The mash out from Goblin, very quick. Oh, but the nair, not going to be enough just yet. 159 and climbing. Goblin is certainly in back throw range, but the dash attack on reaction from Louis Money will catch that neutral get up, and we'll catch game 3.
We're bringing it back. Now I'm really curious to see where Goblin goes for game number 4. Do we try to bring it somewhere big and large, give himself that opportunity to run around, whether it's a hollow bastion, whether it's just back to PS2?
Yep, gonna be Smashville.
Or do we go to the exact opposite?
We love Animal Crossing.
Smashville.
We Roy players, we love Animal Crossing.
So Goblin clearly has a different mindset about what went wrong in that game. He doesn't feel like the space was the issue. He wants to actually exacerbate that.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very scrappy the way these two play. They're not really camping each other out. They're definitely wanting to fight all day, all the time. And again, like you said, this stage is going to encourage that, I think. But maybe the platform setup is something that Goblin is looking for.
That or the close blast zones, right? Because
True.
Roy will often die by getting gimped, whereas Palu does not. And so now he's put himself in a situation where I assume Town and City was likely banned.
Obviously.
So this may be the next best option.
100%. See what Goblin can do. So far, Louis Money finding a slight lead here. The up B out of shield will punish that dash attack. I love that weak hit up air into the jab to set up into the forward smash. Fortunately, Louis Money got the correct DI here and rising forward air from ledge. Get off me, but Goblin's still an advantage on this ledge trap.
He's just spacing it out, playing so safe. That's what we saw at the end of the last game. But it didn't end up working out for him as Louis Money takes advantage of that safety from Goblin and gets himself back to stage.
Finding that back there. Louis Money looking for a ledge trap of his own, looking for that down tilt. Doesn't find it. A grab once again. Louis Money's been so good about getting these grabs here. Can Goblin get back to center? Rolling through after the neutral get up. He's done that a couple times now. That's a big punish. Not enough to kill, though.
That's a much better response to that than the first time it came out in this set. Louis Money's going to have to be more careful on those up tilts. Definitely not getting a shield break on that one.
Man, Louis Money's brave. He actually just sat in tumble as Goblin was sharking and didn't eat a punish for it because Goblin thought he'd press a button. Looking for the ledge trap once again. Gets the weak hit back air for his troubles. Ledge trap here. Jump through air dodge and the back air not going to sweep, but the forward air will. Nice snipe from Goblin.
Yeah, a little off on the spacing the first time, but it doesn't matter because he put himself in a winning position. Down throw into nothing. Louis Money trying to bait out an option, but now Goblin taking a point out of his playbook, just not pressing anything.
Yeah, and just sitting underneath that platform. That's his home now. He's going to chill there until he can find a big win in neutral. We'll take the up B. That's good percentage, about 18 from the hitbox that he got. And there's just so much damage onto Goblin here. It's just, how does Palu get this kill, Intini?
Yeah, that side B does not matter. Palu needs the raw back air, the fall through up air, or even better, the tomahawk throw.
A classic. And off the top for Louis Money, and there's the double-edged dance, angled upwards to send Louis Money into disadvantage. This up B is working out really well for Goblin, getting some percentage here. Not quite ready to get the kill yet, but still an advantage. Holding down this center. This is Goblin's favorite place to be.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more awkward for Louis Money to approach because those high angles are kind of cut off by the platform. Plat dropping is a tricky thing to do in Ultimate. So you can sort of take advantage of that if you're Goblin, or in this case now, if you're Louis Money, who's doing the same thing right back.
Basically even percent, about 0.5 separating the two. Just as I say that, tech chase option comes through. Goblin looking for the Blazer to try and tech check Louis Money in that situation, but luckily teleports right through. That's parry, that's a jab to back air, but it's not going to be enough.
He's just too far away, but he was able to get the sour hit, right? At least there's something, send him off stage, but Louis Money answering back. Now he's sharking with up airs of his own. Both of these players in these late percents trying to find those up airs.
Tomahawk up tilt from Goblin. Now counter comes out, still has his jump though, has to get the proper up B, and even though the early variant came through, Goblin drifted back just enough to avoid the down tilt.
We saw Louis Money, was expecting that early up B as well. So he got the read, just not the execution, mostly because Goblin had such good positioning in that scenario. Up tilt going to whip, another one going to whip. I think he wanted a falling up air on that.
I think that nair catching Goblin and taking him off the top. Not sure if that was bad DI or not. He was at 151 before the hit, but we'll see if Goblin can find this kill. And just the raw forward air, I think he tried to parry that.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that he was going for a falling up air, it's possible that he was just holding straight up on the stick there.
Very possible. Now we're looking for opening combos here. Double dash attack from Louis Money. Goblin finding a grab, gets a nair, gets an up air. This should be more damage, but luckily Louis Money gets out of dodge before more damage can come through.
Saw a little attempt there. I think a counter attempt coming out from Louis Money. Not able to find it as Roy was a little bit too fast for him. 86% now. This is getting spicy.
Goblin is covering the skies right now as well. He even went for the run-up up tilt in that situation when he saw Louis Money jump. Luckily, Louis Money had a hitbox out in time, but Goblin now stuck on the ledge, trap, trying to swing through, and Louis Money's just holding down center. He doesn't have his jump. Okay, snaps the ledge, refresh the situation, and come through with the nair.
But every time that happens, he takes the risk of getting two-framed by that down tilt. Now he's in center stage, goes for the tomahawk down tilt into the Jair to close out the set, and Goblin taking it 3-1 over Louis Money, moving on to top 32 winner side.
And Florida prevails, Lentini.
Yes, they do.
Solid dub for Goblin here on his home turf in CFL at Cirque. A solid game plan from Goblin that we saw in that set, just holding down center and playing the neutral because he recognizes that I have the advantage in neutral. I don't need to, take any terrible risks. I could just swing that sword around.
It's the home turf power-up.
Swing that butter knife around.
I did really like the way he was using that little butter knife, right? You were talking about it. We were both talking about those sour hits and the way they come into practice in that matchup. Of course, you never want to hit a sour hit. You always want to hit a strong hit. But if you can space in such a way that it's sort of part of your safety net, it works out pretty well in practice.
Yeah, I will say, though, one point to your point, is that you can't say that you never